So I am a little late on this story, but maybe that's because it happened all the way over in San Francisco. The public transportation system over there, BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, I think, has had some crime problems of late. April 22nd, it says 40 to 60 kids boarded a train at the Coliseum stop and robbed 7 passengers, beating up 2 of them. Then on June 28th, a group of 4 kids assaulted a passenger and made off with her cell phone. June 30th, a woman on a train also was robbed with her cell phone stolen. In that case, fortunately, a Good Samaritan stepped in and helped retrieve the cell phone. You'd think that BART would want to release the surveillance video of these crimes. You would think that that's exactly what any type of public transportation system would want to do for their passengers, so that they could obviously be aware of who is committing the crime, so that they could watch out for them, so that they could know what stops might be more or have more of a proclivity for that crime, so they'd be better prepared. Any of those things. You would think that you would have your customers, your passengers' best interest in mind. You'd think that. If you thought that, that would be right, well, you'd be wrong. That's because BART has refused to release the surveillance video footage, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, for a couple of reasons. First, it could stir up racial animosity. Second, a BART official defended the agency's decision on Monday by saying the information about criminal misconduct will be withheld at this time because of the media's disproportionate elevation of crimes that unfairly affect and characterize writers of color. Showing the facts of who committed a crime is now racist. Let that sink in. Newsflash, a surveillance camera is incapable of having a racial bias, at least based on the technology that I'm aware of. It simply shows you what it records. Would they want that same logic applied to police officers? I mean, police officers shouldn't have body cams, shouldn't have dash cams, because anytime a police officer would be involved in any type of incident, that it would show a disproportionate amount of police officers doing things that we don't want people to see police officers doing. I mean, yeah, this all makes total sense. We wouldn't want the citizens to be able to identify the people who are committing the crimes, maybe point them out, maybe recognize them, call into authorities, and then have them arrested and charged with the crimes that they've committed. Why would we want that? I mean, that would be racist. It's getting silly. I mean, imagine if every law enforcement agency in this country adopted this type of mindset when they were trying to communicate the types of crimes going on in their community with its citizens so that everybody could be safer.
Now read the report back to me, but without all the offensive parts.
Hey, there's nothing offensive in here, but I have a search request out for a person with an accent from somewhere else. Good. And he is wearing a traditional hat from a culture. Yeah. He is also 6 feet tall.
Whoa! Can't say that either. That's offensive to Europeans.
What?
They use the metric system.
There's really not too much to say here, other than that this is absolute nonsense. There's been a little bit of backpedaling from BART, a few excuses that have been thrown out about, well, there was minors involved, so we can't release the videotape, or saying that, well, we have crime mapping now, so the citizens can just look and see the dates and times of the crimes. But it's still not giving you a suspect description. It's still not letting you be aware of who committed the crimes. Listen, if a white guy committed the crimes, it was a white guy. If it was a black guy that committed the crimes, it was a black guy. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that people know who it is that's doing it, so that if they see them, they can report them. This is common sense. And we're in a battle for it. Welcome to the war.